Okay, I'll show you how to texture with the advanced tiles. Okay, we'll do a simple brick pattern. Okay, first we will load bitmap lookup and choose one of the bricks. We'll plug our UV into that UV. Now everything's that one brick. So we'll do a 1 of n for the file name. Okay, and then we will drag the index into the index, and then the output into the file name. There we go. And we can start the index one up so that the grout is nothing if we want, but it doesn't really matter because we can use the tile mask to mask in a grout texture anyway. For now, I'll just use a color. Just invert it. Now, if we change anything back here, obviously that will update. So we can do randomization if we want. So we'll go like 2 degrees. It's got a little bit of that. Around the corners still. Oh, too much. A little bit softer. And also add in some randomization. So we could put a noise map on the grout width if we wanted to. Give a little bit more variation on that width. And we'll just grab that bump map. We'll change some of its parameters. Don't want much on the actual tile, but we'll increase the strength of the grout. And make it circular. Well, it is circular. And we'll turn off sharp corners for this one. And increase its width. We'll test this out, make a massive plane. I use V-Ray, so I will do it my way with a V-Ray material. Now we'll just specify the size of this map. I'll just make a UV space of 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters, so 1 meter by 1 meter. And that's what our map, this size, will represent. There we go, got a rough idea. Now we'll have a quick render of that. There we go. And you can see completely random and goes on forever. And we can add in displacement. Yeah, up to about 1 centimeter is fine. And we'll just do that to test it out. Being 3D displacement, this is going to take a little while to calculate. You can sort of see it working there. We'll zoom in a bit more. There we go. And I'll just show you the tiling abilities. So if we look back here, so that's roughly our tiling area. So if we turn that on, what we'll do is we'll actually increase it so tile out seed boundaries. And that should be a perfectly tiled map. And that should render the same. And we can change our texture map, well, a displacement type to 2D now, and it will work much faster. One thing I'll change, just in case, is for the UV input, is to clamp the UV coordinates. Just like that. There we have tiled displacement. And then if we change it to herringbone, for example, and just replace all the parameters. Change it back to 3D mapping for that. 3D mapping. And render that. Now we have herringbone paving. I'd probably change that displacement a bit, but it's a bit too deep. And I'll show you the tiling ability of the herringbone. Just these two options just need to be turned on. And I'll just clamp anything outside this. Tileable herringbone. So play around with it. There's lots of things you can do. You can plug in so many different textures to so many different slots and have a lot of variability. This is the advantage of OSL and the flows you can create. And in some circumstances, things can get a little bit heavy render time wise, but that's a price I'm willing to pay for accuracy. I hope you enjoy working with these maps, and thank you.